Stephen Bronson is here. He's backstage. He is the chairman and president and CEO of Interlink Electronics. His company is doing sensors for EVs. Let's bring Stephen on here, guys. And there he is. See, I've spoken into existence. Stephen, good. Oh, it's afternoon. Good afternoon now. And how we doing today?
Great. Good afternoon, Spencer and everyone. I'm glad to be part of the Benzinga EV conference.
Glad to have you guys. Smash the like for Stephen, all these great speakers. Guys, let's get Stephen's presentation up on the screen, and I will see myself out of here. There we go. The floor is yours, sir.
Excellent. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Bronson. I'm the CEO of Interlink Electronics. We're a global sensor solution provider addressing the needs of HMI, human-machine interface, MTM, machine-to-machine, smart services. Not only do we service various verticals, we've also had success in the automotive industry, including the EV world. So we feel we're well positioned for the growth of EV vehicles, of being a key solution provider within that ecosystem. Here's a quick slide. We are listed on NASDAQ. Our symbol's LINK. And here's a forward-looking statement disclosure slide. So who are we? Interlink Electronics was founded in 1985. We invented force sensing resistors, which we refer to as FSRs. It detects force and pressure-based sensor technology using a resistive form. So as most of us have, whether it's an iPhone or an Android device that utilizes capacitive technology that's detecting touch, we work with resistive-based technologies that detects force and pressure. So Interlink is a global solution provider of force pressure technologies, including position, and we incorporate that with other sensor technologies to deliver a robust solution for our customers. We're in a wide range of verticals. We have all of our expertise is in-house. So all of the material science, engineering, supporting prototyping, manufacturing, firmware, software is all in-house. So we're not reliant on any external party to meet the demands of our customers. Here's a couple of pictures of various current and previous customer applications. So the first one, where there's a hand on the door handle, was a very successful deployment of our technology in a leading EV manufacturer, where for the first 5.5 years on their launch of their premier vehicle, we provided the solution that detect force or pressure that was being applied to the door handle to detect that, therefore to present itself. It's very important to note that you want to know the difference between deliberate and accidental force. So you don't want a door handle presenting itself because a pebble hits it. That would be a very unfortunate event. So with our technology, it really is an intelligent solution because we can program it to detect what would be deliberate or accidental force. One of the other pictures in this slide is Varian Medical. It's been a long-term customer of ours for over 30 years. They make radiation oncology equipment, and we provide a sensor solution that is embedded into the bumper system. So when the patient is laying on the gantry being treated in radiation therapy, if the patient was to move, our sensing element detects that force or pressure. Therefore, the operator is able to make an adjustment. Not only do we provide the sensor solution, but we took out 4 other suppliers and deliver the finished solution so they can attach it to the piece of equipment and don't have to deal with multiple vendors. We also have some exciting applications, whether it's the one wheel, there's the newest product, that is a personal transport device product that we have our sensing element. We also had success not only in the exterior of the automotive, but also the interior. We replaced mechanical switches around the entertainment system, and that's the picture in the bottom of the interior of the car. And that's about the look and the customer experience. Today, there is a demand by the consumer, and really thanks to Elon Musk at Tesla reinventing the automotive industry, of putting a greater emphasis on the consumer appeal to the vehicle. We've now seen a trend where everybody wants a sleeker, a more friendly user experience. In fact, if you speak to a lot of Tesla owners, one of their favorite part of the car is actually the big screen, not even the car itself. We also provide, with our Touchpad solution, our VersaPad solution, we provide to some of the leading rug and notebook manufacturers a touchpad that's resistive based. So the advantages of resistive technology is it will work even if the user's wearing a glove. Automotive requires dramatic temperature swing. So we have to prove that our technology works in minus 40 C temperature to positive 85 C. So today we're leveraging off of our rich history. As I mentioned before, our company was founded in 1985. So we have over 35 years of experience and expertise in delivering in printed electronics, sensor solutions, smart surfaces. That track record and that drive to constantly be innovating, and our well-known, recognized, trusted brand within our sensor world, we feel we're very well positioned to capitalize on the future growth in the EV market. We also have a very strong balance sheet. We have no debt. We're a profitable company, and we feel very positive about our future growth opportunities. I mentioned earlier that all of the expertise is in-house, and that's really important, especially since some of our customers, or a good portion of our customers, are Fortune 500 companies that demand high quality, on-time delivery, and a robust solution. So being fully integrated allows us to meet those customer needs. We also have a standard sensor product offering that we sell direct, and also through large tier organizations like DigiKey, a global distributor with a tremendous reach, carries all of our standard sensor products. Recently, March of this year, we did an uplisting onto NASDAQ, and that's part of our growth strategy to utilize our currency in the future, not only to support our organic growth, but also to pursue acquisitions. And I'll expand on that shortly. We're committed to our R&D product development. A couple examples of that: we launched earlier this year a global R&D center within our Camarillo footprint, which is just north of Los Angeles. Our headquarters is in Irvine, California, just south of Los Angeles. We are committed not only driving and expanding our internal product development, but we're also focused on pursuing new technologies and complementary technologies through acquisitions. We're constantly investing in talent. In fact, the last year and a half, especially with some of the challenges with COVID, we use that as an opportunity to hire some really strong talent in all aspects of our business. So we hired a veteran on the finance side, Ryan Hoffman, who's our CFO, who brings 20 years of public accounting experience. The last 16 years, he was with RSM. We've also, in the last few years, expanded the performance of our core product technology offerings, and we've had success in getting into new verticals. We've also made a commitment to our sales and marketing. Last year, we recruited a veteran, Gary Miller, who was with a division of a New York Stock Exchange company, Vishay, managing the North American sales for their load cell transducer group, which is a cousin technology of ours. We also built out a global marketing team I like to refer to as our in-house advertising group, driving marketing campaigns to reach our global, not only our current customer base, but future customers. And it also allows us to expand into new markets. We are truly a global organization. As I touch on, our headquarters is in Irvine, California. We now have our global R&D center in Camarillo, California, which also has distribution capabilities. We also have a distribution center in Hong Kong to support our customers globally. We have a sales office in Japan, and we have a very strong manufacturing footprint in Shenzhen, China, to support our global customers. And all of that operations, except for renting the facility, it's our people, our investment in CapEx and equipment to support the needs of our customers. We also have a satellite engineering product development office in Singapore. Our leadership, myself with over 35 years of business experience, finance and operations, been very successful in building out and growing technology businesses, leveraging off of my operations and finance background, very successful on the M&A side. And I feel we're very well positioned with the team we've built out to not only grow our business organically, but to pursue complementary opportunities. I mentioned Ryan Hoffman, our CFO, also Declan Flannery, who brings a wealth of experience not only with our core technologies, but a very diverse manufacturing background, including dealing with a wide range of materials. We're very fortunate that earlier this year we were successful in recruiting Dr. Jean Chen, who worked for a peer group company of ours in the sensor technology space, who not only brings a PhD in electrical engineering, but a wealth of knowledge on the advanced materials side, and he now heads up our global engineering advanced material effort. I touched on some of the success we've had in different verticals. So not only do we play within the automotive industry, we also support the medical, computing, IoT, industrial type applications. Again, the resistive-based technology, the user can be wearing a glove, you would still detect the force of pressure being applied, you could spill liquids, you have the temperature ranges, all of that serves the industrial marketplace very well, including the automotive industry. We're committed to IP. Any growth technology company must, and it's an ongoing effort to invest in its technology. We are pleased to announce that we have 24 patents, 7 which were granted since 2017, and we're also pursuing 13 additional patents. Here's a sample of our various current and previous customers. So you could see it's really a Fortune 500 to some very important middle market companies. Force sensing resistor technology in electric vehicles. We've had success over the last several years in the automotive industry. As we move forward, we're going to partner up with organizations that already have deep tentacles within the automotive space, that we can leverage our technology and expertise with their reach in that ecosystem. I've touched on some of the advantages, not only the harsh temperature ranges, but it's really important to emphasize the form factor. Depending on the application, we have to work with very restrictive real estate requirements. So if you had a small surface area with certain limitations, we have to deliver a solution that would meet the customer needs. The advantage with resistive-based technologies, unlike capacitive technology, is it's low energy. So what do I mean by low energy? It's not constantly draining energy unless it's being engaged. And that's a big advantage. We've all experienced, our personal PDAs losing battery life. The advantage of a resistive-based technology is it stays in standby mode until it's engaged. Sensitivity. We are very good at measuring very small levels of force. And over the last couple of years, with our commitment to expand and improve our current product and technology, we've increased the level of force from 20 newtons of force to 150 newtons of force. We can also customize to meet a wide range of applications. And that's why we have success in various verticals. We also have a track record of delivering high volume solutions with a high level of success. I want to touch on our automotive success stories from current and previous. We're currently being designed into a force-sensitive switch that is being utilized in a paddle shift application. This allows the user to enhance experience for the user, and it touches on some of the small form factor of being able to work in a very small surface area and having the right material or substrates to work in that specific application. So we feel that this is a very good example of how we can support the future growth of the EV market. Everybody talks about the EV vehicles, but there's tremendous opportunities for companies like ours that work and support that ecosystem. Previously, we licensed technology of ours that was used for occupant detection. So therefore, whether a person was in their seat to deploy an airbag safety. I touched on replacing mechanical switches around the entertainment system. And here is the actual layout of that sensor. And in this application, we're working behind a surface area, and it's all a smooth, very impressive user experience. This was the application for over 5 years, and everybody can recognize, but that's the Model S, where we delivered a very robust solution for the first 5.5 years in that program. Unfortunately, we weren't part of the next gen program. They were having an issue away from our sensor, and they designed everybody over, which is common in the automotive industry, to use a shared platform. I touched on our Touchpad, our VersaPad product. We feel that rugged HMI interface surface, which is used by some of the leading notebook manufacturers. For example, Panasonic uses it in all their fully rugged Toughbook models. The advantage that I touched on before is the user can be wearing a glove, and let's face it, if we're driving a car and we have technology that can work in very harsh temperature ranges, that really plays well for our technology. We're also able to incorporate haptics into our technology because as humans, we're used to a response. So not only do we want the technology to engage, we want it to provide feedback, a reaction. We feel we're very well positioned to participate in the growth of the EV market because the EV world is really driving the user experience and is taking the automotive industry to the next level. Since we already have a proven track record of delivering direct to a top tier 1 OEM and also a top tier 1 supplier in the automotive industry, we feel we're very well positioned, and we're also being designed into another automotive program through a tier 1 supplier. Emerging and relevant technologies. So we feel there's a lot of opportunities to utilize our technology, not just on the interior of the car, but other areas. For example, one possibly could be battery health monitoring. There's a lot of applications around pressure force sensing technology that is not just about the detecting a force, but it's also an important point to emphasize that pressure is just as critical. Innovation R&D, we're very committed to that. We continue to invest in that area. We'll continue to expand globally our footprints, especially when it comes to very capable, talented individuals who can help us follow through on our commitment to innovation. M&A is part of our future growth. So not only are we looking to pursue acquisitions within the sensor market, but also test and measurement. A lot of test and measurement equipment incorporates not only sensor technologies, but it's that same skill set. Part of our growth is driven around talent. That talent is capable engineering resources, whether it's electrical, mechanical, materials, software, firmware, all of that plays into our future success. So in addition, we're looking at engineering services organizations that already have that skill set and support that ecosystem. In addition, we're looking at industrial growth products that brings not only the talent, but also expands our footprints globally. For some very key investment considerations, Interlink has a very rich history. We're a growth technology company. We're committed to pursuing new markets, new technologies, both organically and inorganic. We feel we're very well poised for future success, and I'm pleased to share the Interlink story with the group today.
All right. Thank you so much. I think we got to go. Yeah, we got to move on. But Steve Bronson is the president and chairman and CEO of Interlink Electronics. I know there was questions in the chat. I apologize, though. We do have to move on. So the contact info was up on the screen there, and check that out for more information. But Steve Bronson, thank you so much for joining EVCon today.
Thank you.